Hey everybody, so today we're going to be talking about the wah pedal, which I got right meow. Now this one is not your usual crybaby wah pedal, and I'll get into that a little bit later. This is a Steve Vai Signature Series Bad Horsey 2 wah pedal, and I'm just going to put it, let's hold it right here, instead of looking at my rubber chicken. See my chicken? I'm trying to change up the set a little bit every time I do this. So, the first wah pedal was actually created by Bradley J. Plunkett at Warwick Electronics, which was a part of the Thomas Organ Company in November 1966. I have a cat, for those of you who do not know. And the pedal was originally a prototype for like trumpets and stupid brass instruments that nobody likes unless you're listening to Dude Looks Like a Lady by Aerosmith. So, those things did not go well. And the reason why they did that was because they thought we could sell a lot more of these because each orchestra has a shitload of fucking trumpet players and the trombone guys and all those guys who want to use the wah to make wah, 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 wah sounds, right? So this is basically just a tone knob in this kind of casing. So for everyone who knows how a tone knob works, when you have the tone knob at, 0, it makes kind of a bassy, woofy sound, right? And when you have the tone knob all the way to 10, your treble goes up and you get a much treblier sound, if that is a word, right? So therefore, when the wah is like this, it has the bassy sound. Well, actually, when it's disengaged, it's bypassed. And when it's all the way, then that's super trebly. And when it's almost all the way back on the heel there, that's where you get your woofy sound. So, usually, they have a little button thing right here, right? That you gotta try to click down on. Kind of like this, right? This is an overdrive pedal. I don't like that. And you gotta stomp on the front of it to turn it on and off. But I have a serious problem doing this. I seem to screw it up 90% of the time when I want to start or end a solo, or when I think it's off but it's not. So I never really liked the Crybaby wah, the Dunlop Crybaby wah. The first one was called the Clyde McCoy, and all this kind of crap is all over the internet, and you can find much better, more in-depth videos of guys who want to go into the history of that. My stuff is just about getting to it and showing you how it sounds and how it's workable for your average dumbass guitar player like myself. So you see, this, like all my shit, is road worn to fuck. I don't put this on, I don't put Velcro on it and bring around a pedal board. I don't fly a pedal board around. I actually stuck this down the back of my pants once to get onto an airplane. I don't use the battery, I use a 9-volt. And this is a switchless optical wah. So instead of having a pot, the tone knob in there to go on the fucking thing, it instead has a little laser inside to act as the pot, which is quite neat, I think, because that takes away the necessity of the stupid front button thing that I always screw up touching. So when you're not touching it at all, it's off, and your guitar sounds normal. It's fine. It's got true bypass. Everything sounds exactly the same as if you plugged into an amp. It doesn't feel quite the same because, we'll save that for a different video, but it sounds pretty much the same. When you touch the wah, it's on. So that means you be doing your solo, wah, 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 off of it, back into the chorus or whatever you're coming out of, or breakdown, whatever the heck you're coming out of, onto that, and it's normal and easier to use. I think all wahs should have this. I've seen some people modify the Crybaby wah, which is the classic wah sound. This is a little bit different, sounds a little bit different, but still does the wah thing. And I've seen people change it up and put this into it, particularly bass wahs, but I haven't played out of one, so I don't really know. But you can open this up, It used to have, used to have the whole pamphlet thing right here, but that's long gone now. I've had this since I was probably like 19, 20 years old, 19 or 20 years old. And I'm an old fuck now in rock and roll years. And yeah, it's quite a wah. It's called a contour wah because it has two settings. All my stuff's covered in cat hair because of somebody. When it's like this normal, it sounds like a normal wah, just a little bit different. And click on this, it does something to the mid-range. It makes it a little more aggressive, takes distortion a little bit easier. You get a little bit less crass. But I like it on the normal wah setting because it's just, I use a wah for maybe 2 minutes of a 1 hour set, but it's cool. Heavy as fuck. You can open up a car window in the dead of winter if you lock yourself out with it. And I highly recommend this wah over any other wah with the stupid button thing on that. So let's hear what this sounds like. All right. What we're doing is we got the clean amp. We got the one pickup. Let's move my coffee so you can see that. Volume on 10, tone on 10, nothing funny going on with the guitar. Wah is set at noon, okay? Without the wah. With the wah. And all I'm doing is rocking the wah back and forth like this, really, going with the timing and rhythm of the right hand. I don't think I really want to do another camera down below here doing like a fucking 2-camera thing showing my gross man foot, because man feet are obviously the grossest thing in the entire world. Right, now to get a little funky, let's play some chords with it. Okay, and then like some people will be like, helps when you move your mouth a little bit. That's kind of neat, right? Cool. Now so we got some fucking